Are you pro-life?
Oh, absolutely.
You think that Donald Trump is going to fight for the unborn?
I think so. I hope so.
Well, they brought that black preacher in from the Carolinas, and man, he was like a house on fire.
I know we couldn't understand him back here, though.
What he was saying was that it's murder to kill an unborn baby, and Donald Trump will fight to protect the babies.
I think that's wonderful. It's wonderful.
They'll save a dog, but they will save a dog.
Say that again.
They will save a dog, but they won't save the unborn.
Why do you like Donald Trump?
I like Donald Trump because I think he's shaking things up. I think he will do a really good job. And I think Newt Gingrich said it best when he said, everybody's upset, they're mad, they're angry, and they want somebody to go to Washington and kick over the table.
What are the issues that are important to you as a voter?
Our security, especially the border, security where ISIS is concerned.
You support building a wall on the southern border?
Absolutely. Yes, we do.
What do you say to people who say, well, you're just a xenophobe, you're afraid of people that are different than you, or you're a bigot?
No, it's just like they say, we shut our doors and lock our doors at night in our home. Why don't we do that to our country? If you don't, as Trump says, if you don't have borders, you don't have a country.
Excellent.
And I think that's true.
Anything else? Anything else about Trump that you like, or about the other candidates that you don't like, the other Republicans?
I think they're all very bright, but I just think Trump is the man for the time. People are upset, and we've voted and sent Republicans to Washington, but nothing's changed. So we're ready for a change.
Are you a Christian?
I am.
What denominational background?
Baptist.
What are the issues that are important to you as a Christian that you think Donald Trump is going to fight for?
Well, you know, I'm not electing a preacher, I'm electing a leader of the country. But I just think he stands for the things that Christians stand for as well. And he wants to keep our country safe, and he wants to make it great again.
What are you hearing amongst your Catholic friends?
Well, this morning, as it turns out, I was at a Catholic event at St. Anne. We honored the police and firemen of the city of Bartlett, and I got to see a lot of the folks of the city of Bartlett in the administration and the mayor, and I talked to a bunch of my brother Knights of Columbus, and most people that I've talked to are just fed up with the government the way it's being done right now.
What was the sense of those people that you talked to about Trump?
Well, I think a lot of people are reluctant to talk about it. They feel there's a stigma attached to Trump, and they don't want to publicly say anything. But my sense is that below the surface, they're really for him.
I think they like what he's doing to the Republican establishment.
I think so, too. He's tearing it up, and that's great.
Are you a Republican?
Yes.
What do you think about the Republican establishment?
Bad. Very bad. They say one thing and they do another, and they definitely do not support the people. After all, they just passed funding for abortion in the Congress. They have the majority, Senate and the representatives.
They could have defunded Planned Parenthood. You're talking about?
Yep, Planned Parenthood, exactly.
He doesn't care whose toes he steps on. All the politicians try to kiss up.
As I look around this crowd, way more than half of the crowd is female. There's more women here than men.
That's true.
So there's a lot of people saying, well, Trump. There's a lot of people saying, well, Trump is anti-women. What do you think of that silliness? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have front-loaded it. There's a lot of people that say Trump is anti-woman. What do you think? Folks, there is no theater like that theater. The Trump plane going by and the crowd going wild. So what did you think of the speech?
It's great. Like most of his speeches and travel events, just fantastic, a lot of energy. He's speaking to the core of America with this. A lot of people like myself, working class Americans, are really been hurt over the last 25 years. We've seen our jobs. I'm a skilled craftsman. I'm a union pipe fitter, HVAC technician, and we've seen our jobs, especially in the southern states, the Midwest, constantly been taking the competition from people mostly from the third world, let's be honest, and they just can't compete. And we're paying taxes, and our government just hasn't been listening to us. I started talking about this under the second Bush administration, and not in the bag for the GOP at all.
What do you think of the GOP establishment?
They're shook up over this. They're shook up. This is a game changer, like Donald said himself. I think it's going to be a brawl at the convention if they keep the shenanigans up. I mean, at this point, it was ridiculous.
Do you think he's going to win the nomination?
Oh, absolutely. Without a doubt. It was ridiculous. You had, 16 people that came in, decided we're going to run for one office, and one by one, you have the people that call themselves conservatives